Okay, the recording is started. Now let us do a quick recap about the previous session. We are discussing about the delete command and the truncate command. Very important question in the interview room. So delete command comes under DML sublanguage and truncate is under DDL. Okay. So the only difference is you can able to delete a specific row under delete command, but the truncate command will ensure that all the rows are deleted. When it is not possible to delete a specific row. Here specific row is possible, here not possible. It supports where clause, okay? Delete supports where clause, it does not support where clause. And again, the data deletion is temporary, okay? You have an option to roll back to its original state, but there is no options. Once truncated, it is truncated, it is deleted completely. And the execution speed, when you talk about execution speed, it is a bit slower, guys. Delete command is slower because the data gets deleted row by row manner, right? Here the deletion occurs page wise, right? And we have also seen about the how to insert data dynamically, right, by using ampersand symbol followed by the column name. Right? When you are inserting values, just use ampersand symbol followed by the columns names. Then you get an options to insert the data dynamically, and you can use the forward slash so that the dynamic insertion gets repetitive. The command dynamic insert command gets followed repeatedly, keeps executing the dynamic insertion command repeatedly, I can say. So what else we have seen? We have also seen about what the rollback operation, right? Whenever you're inserting the data, always remember the data gets inserted, right? The data gets inserted temporarily. It will be in the instance area, and when you close the editor and when you reopen it once again, the data will not be there forever. Okay? It will be under the RAM memory. The moment you close and open it, it will not be there. You want to make sure that the data is going to get stored in the hard disk, so that you will be using what the commit command. Commit is the permanent storage. It will ensure that the data will be stored permanently. If from RAM area, by using the commit command, you're going to store into the hard disk. And again, we have seen about delete from employee. Okay, this command is going to delete all the employees. Okay, all the rows are emptied, all the rows are removed, right? So this is deleted, right? And if you want to keep it to the original state, if you want to restore it, you can go for the rollback operation. It is going to restore, data will be restored. And what else we have seen? Delete command execution speed is low because row by row, the row gets deleted one by one, right? And truncate command will ensure that all the rows are deleted page wise. Then the select command, we have started to understand about the select command. Just it is used to read or retrieve the data. We have seen some examples on top of select command, right? And we have also understood something about the alias names. So why the alias name is like it is a temporary name. As alias names are assigned to columns and tables. It is not assigned to rows. Okay. There is column level aliasing, there is a table level aliasing. You can combine the column level and the table level together, right? And combine it together, then you can perform the aliasing. So there are many use cases where you will be using aliasing concept. So today we will understand about something like the operator, okay, the concatenation operator. Now focus here. This is also very important. Let us understand about concatenation operator. Concatenation operator. Okay, so this is the symbol. You know what is the logical R? So this is the logical R. It's a logical. So this symbol is going to represent the concatenation. So this is called as what? The concatenation operator in SQL. Okay, so what we can do with the concatenation operator in SQL, and what is the actual purpose of concatenation? So what is concatenation is, if we have two strings, for example, if we have string like hi Let me say that Mark Antony. Mark Antony. Okay, this is a separate string and this is a separate string. Mark is a separate string and Antony is a separate string. If I want to combine these strings together, if you want to combine these strings together, if you want to combine these strings together, so by using the concatenation operator in Oracle, okay, the resultant string is going to be mark, just like there is a concatenation operator in Java, right? You in Java you use the plus symbol to perform the concatenation, right? But in SQL Oracle you use this logical or symbol to perform the concatenation. When you have two independent string, if you want to combine it together to a single entity, to a single string as a resultant string, you can go for what? You can go for concatenation operator. What is the syntax here? Okay, so what is the purpose? It is used to add two or more strings together as a single string. Right? What is the syntax? Let me separate this. The syntax. Let's see about syntax. Syntax is very simple. You have string 1 followed by the concatenation operator. You have string 2, okay, and followed by the concatenation operator, and you have what? You have string 3, and so on, followed by the concatenation operator. How we can use this effectively in the MySQL? How this can be used effectively in the SQL Oracle? Let us understand a small example. Let me open my SQL editor. I hope it is visible. Now let me open our database. MyDB7am is the user ID. MyDB7am. It is the password. Okay, let us establish the connection. The connection has been established here, right? Now after establishing the connection, let us say that, okay, I will give you one small query. Do not try to get any confusion. Let me execute a small query like select good morning from dual. Let me execute this. You get what? You are getting good morning in the console. Good morning in the console. What is this good morning? What does it really mean? I'm saying good morning and I am using something like this. That good morning. So this dual is a table. This dual is a predefined table that is already available in the Oracle database. Okay, this dual is a table, predefined table that is already available in the Oracle database. Okay. You can perform this kind of concatenation operation. You can perform some kind of predefined operations by using the dual. Okay, so the purpose of dual, for now, try to understand the dual like this. For now, when I say what is dual is just a predefined table. Okay, let me put it in this way. Please be informed that the dual is the predefined table which has only one row and one column given by the Oracle database. So we know, right? We have seen something like recycle bin. What is recycle bin? Recycle bin is a predefined table. Like that, when I say dual, dual is also a predefined table given by the Oracle team. They have introduced this predefined table just to perform this kind of things, just to perform the small operations where you can check your logical entities. If you want to perform a kind of little calculation by using some operators, you can check those things by using this dual table. Okay, and that this dual table, you can perform a lot of things. You can perform merge operations, insert all operations, lot of operations. For now, just try to keep in mind when someone is asking what is a dual, you can say that dual is just a predefined table which has only one row and one column. For now, this is okay. This idea, this knowledge is okay. Right? Let me show a few more things, few more examples where you can understand this better. Let me select the employee table. Select star from EMP. Let me put the answer. Select star from EMP. So you're getting the employee table. Let me arrange this in the orderly fashion because it is not organized. So I'm going to set the page size. I will tell you what is page size and what is I will tell you. Set page size equal to 100. Is set lines something like, let us say it one. Now let me execute the query once again. Select sort from EMP. You are getting this in the organized fashion. Right now it is very clear. Now see guys, so I want to do what? I want to make some manipulation on the employee name. I want to make some manipulation on what? Manipulation on the employee name. Let's try to focus here. What I'm trying to do. I'm using the select query. I'm using the select command. Using the select command, I'm writing something like the employee. I am writing my own string name here. I'm writing my own string name. The employee I'm writing. Okay? So this is my string. I want to do what? I want to perform a concatenation operator. I have used a string. I want to perform a concatenation. I want to perform a concatenation on employee name table, on ename. On ename. Okay. From the table name, what? Table name is employee. Now focus here. The moment I execute this query, what is happening? You are getting something like the employee John, the employee Jane, the employee Mike. Okay, so you are getting some of this. Let me try to do what? Let me try to make a little change here once again. Again, what I want to do, I want to concatenate another string in between the employee and the ename. In between the employee and the ename, I want to concatenate another string. Let me concatenate something like a kind of space I am concatenating. I'm leaving one space. Okay, after leaving one space, what I am doing now, you are seeing something like now it is completely it is observable, it is very clear. The employee John, the employee Jane, the employee Mike, the employee Sarah. Right, I want to make it more organized. So I want to do a few more changes. What I want to do now, you see the employee John. Okay, now I'm adding another concatenation operator. Okay. Employee John is working. Set. Now you see the changes. Now you see the employee John is working as a. So this is not even very clear. I want to make it more clear. Let me introduce one space here. Employee John is working as a, right? And I want to concatenate one more string. Okay, this time the employee John is working as a. I want to ensure that the job description is also printed. So I will be using this column name job. Okay, column name Now you see the employee John is working as a software engineer. The employee John is working as a product manager. The employee Mike is working as HR. The employee Sarah is working as working as a marketing manager. The employee Chris is working as analyst. And you are able to get the information in the crystal clear manner by using the concatenation operator, right? So let me put this here. Okay. Now focus here. I have said, so okay, this is this the ename. This ename is the actual table name, isn't it? The ename is the actual table name, and this job is actual table name. These two things are actual table name. Yes or no? These two things are what? These two things are actual table names. Table, not table names. I mean the column names. Column names. Okay, and EMP is what? EMP is a table name. Okay, and you are using the concatenation operator. These operators are what? The concatenation operator. This one and this one, this one, this one. Concatenation operator. Concatenation operator. Okay, and these names are what? These names are the user defined names. The employee is a string which is user defined, and the is working as a string which is user defined. So you're able to use your own user defined names and use the data that is under each and every column to form a complete sentence. Because of this, you are able to form a complete sentence. So this operator is just like that. Okay, this operator can be used so that you can able to form a complete sentence. If you want to have the data to get printed in the crystal clear manner, you can do like this. And you can do like this, and you can display it in the console also. You can display it in the console. Right? This is achievable only by using what? Only by using the concatenation operator. Right? So this is the importance of concatenation operator. One more thing is there, one more keyword is there, one more operator is there. Okay, one more keyword is there, not operator, keyword. There is something like distance keyword. Distant keyword. Now we focus on the importance of the distance keyword. It is also a predefined keyword. It is a predefined keyword which is used to eliminate duplicate values. Very simple case. This string keyword is going to eliminate duplicate values. Duplicate values. The syntax is you use the distance keyword along with the what? Along with the column name. Okay. So distant followed by what? Followed by the column. This is syntax. Now focus here, guys. Let me clear the screen. Now let's see, select a star from EMP. See, I am able to see there are some duplicates. There are some duplicates here. Okay, there are some duplicate values in the job. I want to see only the actual job. I want to see only the actual job that is listed under the employee table. What are the actual jobs that I have in this employee table? Right. So this is the job column. In the job column, again, there are some jobs that is getting repetitive. So the duplicates are there. I want to eliminate the duplicates. How I can do that? I'll be using what? Select So I will be using, if I use select job, all the details inside under the job gets printed in the console. If I use select job from EMP, I will be just getting just getting all the jobs will be registered, but I want to remove the duplicates from here. I just want to remove the duplicates and I want to print the details in the console. I will be just using the distinct keyword. Select distinct job from EMP. If I do, now I have a list which has no duplicates. Now we look at, see how many rows are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Previously there were 10 rows, because there is 80 is duplicated here, that has been removed, and there is something like SC software engineering duplicated, something is removed. Right, now let us see, there are duplicates in the department numbers. I want to see the department numbers without duplicates. What I can do, select distinct from column name is what? Column name department number. Okay, from employee table. Okay, 30, 10 and 20, everything are duplicates. 10, 20, 20, 10, 30, 20, 30. So only you are able to see the distinct results of a particular column. Making sense? So this is the typical command. Okay, now I will be introducing one more thing. You can also do like this. If I do something like let me go back here. Okay, let me do the same thing with different. Select a distinct department number, okay, from EMP. Okay, I am using what, something like order by department number. Now focus here. I'm using something, a new kind of command, order by. I will tell you what is this order by. Okay, now look at the difference between the previous result and the results that we are printing now. What is the difference? Previous results were not in the order, were not in the ascending order, were not in the descending order. It has got printed actually with the exact order after removing the duplicates, but I want to have it printed in the right order. Right order, when I say right order, it can be ascending or it can be descending order. I am talking about the order. Okay, if you want to print the result in the natural sorting order or in the ascending order, okay, you can able to use a command like order by. I want to print the result in the order. I want to print the result of the distinct column name in a particular order. You will be using what? You will be using a command like order by command. Order by. What you want to order? You want to order the department number. Half the results gets printed in the department number, because its department number gets ordered. Let us execute the same example. For example, let us apply this forward. Let me say, take this employee table. Okay, I want to print the salary. Okay, we have salary, right? We have salary. Now see, select star from, or select sal from EMP. I'm using order by. Order by what? Order by salary. So the result will be printed. The salary result will be printed when you execute till here. The salary column will be printed. But when you add order by means you want to print the results in a particular order, natural sorting order. Okay. Now all the results are got printed in the natural sorting. There are many cases where we will be using order by. Why I have just introduced here? I'm just introducing this here because we are able to filter the distinct results. So whenever you are filtering the distinct results, you will ensure that it is getting ordered in ascending, either in ascending or descending. There are some use cases in the future where we will be discussing this order by. Order by command. Right. So this is one of the examples. Order by. Order by command is used in the result of a column in the natural sorting order. Okay, we will be coming back to this order by once again. This is not the conclusion. Okay, there are a lot of cases where we will be discussing this order by. Okay, now next thing is, next we need to understand about this. So I have been using something like a page size and line size. Okay, this is very important. Now focus here to retrieve the data or to display the data. To display a large scale table, I will say that to display a large scale table in proper syntactical order. Then we have to set the following properties. Now focus here. There are two properties. One is what we have the page property. Page size property. You have page size property here. Okay, and it will expect a size of n, which is numerical in nature. And the second one is what we have lines property, which will expect the line numbers, number of lines. Okay, let me take it as L. What is the purpose of this page size and the line size? Let us talk about the page size property first of all. What does it really mean? How it can be helpful to us? Now focus here, page size property. Okay. I can say that this property is used to display the number of rows per page. Like you can give an instruction saying that I want to display this many number of rows in a particular page. I want to display this many number of rows, right? So please be informed that this property is used to display the number of rows per page. Okay. If you're not setting any page, if you're not setting any page size, by default, one page is equal to what? 14 rows, right? By default, one page equal to, it is going to take 14 rows. Okay. So the n that I am talking about, is representing what? The number of rows. N equal to, I can say that size of the page. Both are same. Size of the N is the size of the page, right? If I am not defining any size, okay, let us say that I am not interested to define any size. Okay, I am adding 100 rows. I am just adding 100 rows. I am giving select star from employee. Using a select star from employee command. If I am adding 100 rows, okay, these 100 rows will be separated because each and every page is going to consume 14 rows by default. 14 rows. So one page is equal to 14 rows. So not setting up any page size property. Okay, this 100 rows gets divided by 14. 100 rows gets divided by 14. You will be getting a value something like 7.7. Right? I can round it off to 8. Okay, so this gets separated into 8 pages. This particular 100 rows gets separated into 8 pages. Why 8 pages? Because by default one page is going to be what? 14 rows. Combination of 14 rows is going to be one page. If you're not setting the page size, Okay, it will take 14 rows, and that 14 rows will be part of the first page. The next 14 rows will be part of the second page. The next 14 rows will be part of the third page. So the output will be a little bit clumsy. It will clumsy. So what you can do to avoid this, you can use the syntax like this syntax. Set page size n. Let me close this editor. Let me open this again, SQL Plus. Now focus here. Let me establish the connection again. My DB 7 a.m. My DB 7 a.m. User ID and the password. Using 2 DB. My DB 7 a.m. My DB 7 a.m. Okay, connection has been established. Let me select star from employee. Okay, so you are able to see something like this. So because the rows are what? Rows are not okay. There is some line here which you cannot see. Okay, so by default it is treating this as what? It is somehow it is getting treated as what? 14. This is treated as one page. It's treated as one page which consists of 14 rows. Visibly you cannot see this, but internally there is a segregation happening behind the scenes where the one page is considered one page as 14 rows. Right, so the output is not in the properly order. Okay, it is little bit clumsy. So I can able to do what? Get page size to something like I can take the page size as 50. Okay, let me do star from employee. Okay. So by this way I can able to adjust the adjust the output, adjust the table in the organized fashion. Okay, when I do set page size to something like 5,000 or 50,000, let me say. Okay, this is also possible, but when I do the page size to 50,001, you get error because the page size option is what? Out of range. You can set the page from 0 through 0 from 0 to 50,000. 50,000 is the maximum limit. You cannot exceed that limit, right? Since just for practicing purpose you will be going through this page size and all, but in the real-time application these things are not you don't give much importance to these things. Since I am using this, I am explaining this to you. Okay, let me copy this and paste it here. So this is the maximum range. You can set the page size from 0 to 50,000. This is the actual rate. So this is the maximum size of the page size in the Oracle database. Please be informed that 50,000 is the maximum size of a page in the Oracle database. Okay, the next topic is what? Next one is what? Lines. How to set lines? We'll understand that. Second one is what? Lines. It can be represented by n. Focus here. When you take any line means when you take a particular row. When I say that when I take a particular row, okay, this particular row is good enough to accommodate what? 80 bytes of memory. 80 bytes. Okay, so 1 byte is equal to what? 1 byte is equal to 1 character. Byte equal to 1 character. If I ask you how many characters at a particular line is good enough to accommodate, by default 80 characters. 80 bytes means equal to what? 80 characters. Right? For example, if you are inserting 100 characters in your like in your row, if you let us say that if you have 100 characters, what would happen? Okay, there will be overflow. Okay, 80 characters will fit in the one line, right? And remaining 20 characters will fit in the second line by default, because one line can accommodate only 80 bytes or 80 characters. So you have 80 bytes here, okay, and the remaining 20 bytes will be moved to the next line, or remaining 20 characters. When I say bytes, think it like a character. I can say that the lines property, okay, this property, I can come to a conclusion that please be informed that the lines property is used to display the number of characters in a single line. You can set that. You can set how many characters I want to display in the single line. You can set that by using which property? By using the line property. So by default, the Oracle has enabled 80 characters in a line. Okay? By default, a line can accommodate 80 characters. Yes, accommodate 80 characters in a single line. Right? So one character equal to what? One character equal to 1 byte. 1 byte. So 80 character means what? 80 characters are equal to 80 number of bytes. 80 characters, 80 bytes. Okay, what is the syntax? Syntax is just set lines followed by n. N is the number of characters. Okay, let me set that. Set lines. Let me say lines are 150, which means 150 characters can get accommodated in a single line. Set lines 150. It has been set successfully. Okay, let me display the employee table. And now you are able to see the data in the organized fashion. Let me do one more thing. Let me say set lines 150, or let me set lines 32,767. It is also possible. The moment I do 32,768, it says out of range. Okay, now we can come to a conclusion that the lines can accommodate the characters up to 32,767, but when you when you go out of this range, you will get this error, right? So this is the important thing that you have to know. Technically, you will be not using this every time, right? So now you will be using the Oracle developer, SQL developer editor is there. It is a little bit advanced editor. So over there you will not be using all this, you will not be following. So you can give the settings very simple. Since we are practicing, we need to understand all these things. We have an option. Okay, now next topic. This is very important going forward. Okay, the question is how to create a new table from the existing table. How to create a new table from the existing table. Now focus here, pay some attention. There are many cases where you can create a table from the new table. Let us talk about the case one. You have many cases. First of all, let us say what the case one says. Case one says you can create a new table from the existing table without what? Without the row data. Without the rows data, you can create a table or create a new table from the existing table. What does it really mean? For example, let us say that you have an existing table like, okay, let us say that you have a table, existing table, okay, and if this table has how many columns? Let us say that this table has, something like 5 columns. Let us say that it has some columns like X, okay, you have Y, you have Z, you have A, you have B. These are the columns names. Let us say the table name is something like ABC is the table name. But you want to create a new table. New table means, like, let me take there, my new table name is XYZ. Okay. But the case says, we want to create a new table without the raw data. Let us assume that there are a lot of data here. Let's assume there are a lot of information here. This rows has a lot of information, lot of data here. So is filled with, but you do not want the data. You just want the column information. You just want the column information. You just want to cut out the column. You just want to copy the column information, but not the raw data. Okay, what is the syntax for that? Syntax is very simple. Create table. Okay, just ensure that new table name. Focus here. Create table. I want to create a table. I want to create a new table. Give the table name that you want to create. New table name. New table name as. Okay. Now we are going to give what? Select star from something like employee. Select star from employee. Now focus here. Where 1 equal to, focus here guys. This syntax is little bit confusing for the first time. For the first time it is going to be confusing. Okay, now what I am doing it here, my question is I want to create a new table from the existing one. The question is very clear. If I want to identify my new table, I can say that, okay, this is my new table. This is my new table name. I'm creating a new table. And where is my existing table name? This is my existing table, employee. Right? And I'm using a where clause here. This where clause, if you see the where clause, I'm saying something like where 1 equal to 2. Right? Look at this condition, 1 equal to 2. In Java, it is like double equal to operator for the comparison. But in like in Oracle or in SQL language, 1 equal to 2 is what? Equal to is a comparator operator. It is also an assignment operator sometimes. But here I am doing what I am doing, just doing a comparison if 1 equal to 2 or not. This is going to return what? This complete statement will be returning something like false. It's going to give me false. Okay, literally, I can understand the above query like this. Literally, I can understand the above query like, okay, this is equivalent to create table. Let us say that new employee. My table name was what? New employee table as select star. Selecting star means I want to select all the columns from the existing employee table. I want to select all the columns from the existing employee table. The moment you place where 1 equal to 2, what does it really mean? So this has been evaluated to be what? This has been evaluated to be false. Which means now the Oracle will know, that, okay, this person wants to create a table, create an employee table without rows. If you specify false, it will consider that, okay, it will understand that this person wants to create the employee table without rows. But can you give the direct false in the Oracle? You cannot give the direct false in the Oracle. That's why you are giving the false in a different way by using the var class, where 1 equal to 2. This var class itself says that, okay, this is a kind of the false expression. What does it really mean? It means that the employee, the developer wants to create a table from the existing table without the row data. Let me implement this. Okay, let's focus here. Clear screen. I have cleared the screen. Let me say that select star from EMP. You have the employee. I want to create a new table. I want to do what? I want to create a table. Create table. Okay. New employee. I'm saying new employee from the existing table. From select star. Star means I want to have all the columns. From where? From the employee table, where 1 equal to 2. Did I miss anything? Create table, new employee from select star, where employee 1 equal to 2. What is this missing? Missing or invalid option. Create table, new employee from, okay, as is missing, new employee as. Sorry guys, my mistake. Okay, this is the syntax. Select new table as select star from employee. Okay, syntactically it is my mistake. Okay, a new table has been created. I just misplaced this syntax. That's the thing. Okay. New table has been created. But if you want to look at the table description, new employee is the table. So I want to do what? I want to use the disk command. Disk new employee. You see the description. This description is same as the description that we have provided for this employee table. Description is same as this description. But you do not have what? You do not have the row data. How I can confirm that you don't have the row data? Select star from the new employee. No rows are selected, which means what? You are not inserting the new data. In this way, you are able to create a new table from the existing table. What if I want to create a new table, but I want to include only that employee number and employee name? What if I want to do that? Very simple. Okay, you will be using what? Create table, new employee as select star from employee. Instead of star, you can choose your own employee. You can choose your own column names here. Column names like e name, comma. For example, if you want to have only these 2 columns from the existing table, okay, and you are placing the condition as where. In this case, the table name is already exist. Let me create a new table like new emp1, because we have just created new employee. I'm creating a new employee 1 table again. So in this case, a table has been created, and if you see the description of this table, new employee 1, you will be having what? Only the 2 column names, employee name and the salary. Right? So this is the way you can create a new table without having the row data. Okay, because you are placing false condition here. Now look at the case 2. Case 2 is similar to case 1. You will make only one change here. Case 2. Okay. Now create a new table from the existing table with the row data. So only one difference is what? With the row data. Create a new table from the existing table with the row data. Okay. With the row data is what? Very simple. Instead of now you will just change this condition. Let me copy this and paste it here. Okay. What is the typical syntax for this? Syntax says create table, okay, and you can give the table name here, new table name, okay, as select star from employee. Now you will ensure that this condition is what? This condition is 1 equal to 1. It's not like 1 equal to 1. You can also give 2 equal to 2. You can also give 3 equal to 3. If you can also give 1000 equal to 1. You can give anything, but the resultant value after evaluation, the resultant should be what? True. Ensure that this var clause is returning true, which means a new table will be created. Now this time it will also include the row data also. will also include what? It would also include the row data. This is the example. Okay, if you have an existing table like this, okay, okay, after the above command is executed, after this command is executed, right, a new table will be generated. Okay, and it will also include the row data also, row data and the column information also. A copy of table will be generated, I can say. Right? And also you can have an option, if you want to select all the columns or if you want to select the specific columns, that option's here. But this time the data is what? Something new. A new table is created with a new table. Right? How can we do this? How can we confirm this? Let me do the clear screen. Focus here. Select star from employee. You are getting this. So now I want to create a new table. This time I want to include this data also. New table I want to create. Just select, not select, create table. Okay, new employee 3 I am taking. Create table new employee 3 key as select star from employee where 1 equal to 1. Okay, new table has been created. Let me open the new table. Select star from new emp3. Okay, this new emp3 is same as the employee table. Exact copy of created. You do not want to create the exact copy if you just want to include only the job title and the employee name. But that should be a new table. That should be a new table if you just want to include what? Job title and the employee name. Okay, the table name can be new employee 4. Okay, and instead of star, I can specifically mention the exact column names here: employee name, comma, job title. When you do this, a new table will be created. This time you can able to see only these 2 column information, and this very new table now. So select start from new emp4. Okay, now this data is complete data is getting to retrieve. Okay, now you can also play with what? You can also play with you want to select only the specific rows. If you want to select only the specific, I want to select the first row, I want to select the 5th row. I want to select the rows where the salary is greater than 75,000. I want to select all the rows where the salary is lesser than 50,000. Right? I want to select only the specific department numbers. I want to select only the analyst. I want to create a new table. So I am talking about the specific rows here. Okay, case 3. Create a new table with the specific rows. I want to select only the specific rows. Syntax is same. One small modification will be done. Syntax is going to be what? Select, not select, create table, okay, new table as select star from employee where you will place a condition where say the job equal to software engineer something, where job equal to something, or where column name, any condition, let us take any condition. Okay, the condition can be like this. Let me clear the screen. Same thing we are doing, but we have an options to choose what data the copy of the new table is going to have, what kind of data. Select star from emp. We're getting this. I want to create a table of rows which who are designated with what? Let us say analyst. So what I am doing, create table new employee 6, new employee 6 as select star from, okay, select star from emp where job equal to what? Where job equal to 80, analyst. Okay, so there are two rows with the analyst job. This is one row and this is second row. I should create a new table has to be created, which is going to have only two rows of the employee ID 5 of employee ID 10. The table created. Now see, select star from employee 6. Only this information is getting selected. And we have already seen how to create a new column. I have just shown you previously how to create a new table only with a specific column. Same thing. Select create table. Let me take create new employee 7. Okay. Select star from employee. Okay, where I will say I will keep the condition as what I will keep the. Do not have to keep the condition also. Select. I want to include only the employee number, okay, and the employee name. Employee name from EMP. Table created. Select star from new EMP 7. Okay, employee number and employee name is a table, new table, which is going to have this information. Is going to have this kind of information. Right? These are the four possible cases where you can deal with creating a table. This is a case 4. Let me write the case 4 here also. Create a new table with specific columns. Okay. Command is very simple. Create table. Syntax is very simple. Create table. New table as select list of columns from old table name.